It's almost 11:30, and sorry, not 11:30. It's 11:30. It's almost 12 p.m. and I am just not getting up. I've actually been up since 3:30 because my boyfriend had to wake up early for work, but I went back to sleep, got up when he came home to eat, and he had to go again. And I've just been kind of being lazy and reading a book. I'm reading a new book. I'm reading A Little Life, finally. I know this book is a thick book. Not that I've read thick books before, but yeah, I heard this is a thick book, and I heard the beginning is kind of slow, and I'm really feeling that, but I'm going to trust the process. But I want to take a little break because I wanted to go and read at a cafe so I feel a little bit more productive. I've also been wanting to work on my I'm working on controlling my social anxiety, because I spent my whole semester last year staying at home. I feel like I've gotten comfortable with just being home, but this semester I have to be on campus, so we're gonna work on that. I'm going to get rid of my fear, and we're gonna go to a cafe. I'm gonna go get ready, probably clean up a bit, and I'll take you guys with me. This is the outfit, all black today, but I'm going to, it's 1 p.m. I was talking to my mom for a bit, but I'm going to clean up, and I'm gonna text my boyfriend and figure out what time he's coming home. I made breakfast for him earlier. Actually, not really, I did not. I'm gonna wash these later. I want to soak them. Are you guys the type to soak dishes? I am. We are walking now, heading there. So anxious. I'm gonna be okay. I know everything is all in my head, but anxiety is working overtime in my brain, so.
Okay. Are you going?
So I'm back home. I think I spent about an hour there, maybe less than an hour, but I still think I did pretty good. And yeah, we're slowly gonna work on it, slowly getting better at not feeling so anxious. I wanted to do a little review of A Little Life. Honestly, I'm having a really hard time getting through this book. I've heard that the beginning part is like really slow because you need to get to know the characters in order to understand the next few chapters. But yeah, it's been really hard. I am trying my best to just push through. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna try my best to finish at least part 1 by today. My boyfriend is gonna come home pretty soon, and we're gonna go to Target. Unfortunately, we're not gonna go inside. But he got me a bookcase. He got us a bookcase. But obviously, kind of the one who's going to be using it because I have established that I am a book girly. But I'm going to go cook in a little bit. We're going to go to Target first, and then I'm going to cook while he's building the bookshelf. Waiting for my bookshelf, or bookshelf, but it's mainly my bookshelf. We're gonna put my books in there, and then we're gonna add the Lego sets that we made throughout the months, the years that we've been together. Picking your nose. We just got back. You guys can watch my boyfriend build our little bookshelf. Say hi. But I'm gonna start cooking because he's hungry and I'm hungry. I'm gonna make pork belly sisig. So it's pretty much just pork belly and onions, Thai chilies, lemon, and then you can add mayo if you wanted to. I don't have red onions, I only have regular white onions. I think it's sweet onions actually, but we're just gonna use it because we're trying to get rid of stuff in our fridge. And this is the last of the pork belly, so we're gonna cook with this. So there are so many recipes on how to make sisig, but if you want just a simplified, whatever's in my kitchen, what do you call them? Recipe, I'll show it to you guys. So I'm gonna boil some water for the pork belly so that we can get it nice and tender. And then after that, I'm gonna pop it in the air fryer so that it can become crunchy. So since these are thin these are thin. Okay. So these are thin pieces. Oh my god. Okay, so these are thin pieces. So that's why it's really easy for them to become tender. And I would say maybe like 5 more minutes and they are going to be super tender. I put on a sweater because I was getting cold, but it just finished frying. It's up to you how fried you want it. This is good enough for me. It's cooked. So we're just gonna cut these into cubes. I have some butter right here. I'm using this much butter. Okay, obviously it would be a lot better looking if I used red onions and if I had a sizzling plate, but I don't have either. But it's passable. It's good enough. This is my books, except for this one. All of these I'd recommend. Okay, these ones, I don't have Assassin's Blade because I did not do my research properly. But this is all I have so far. And then I have Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. And I want to get this started, either this series or this series after I finish A Little Life. I don't know when I'm going to finish A Little Life. And then this one is the book that my boyfriend was reading. He read 30 pages. So yeah, that's my little bookshelf for now. I have 2 that I want to buy because one of them I absolutely loved, and the other one, I forgot what the other one is, but yeah, one of them I absolutely loved, and I need it on here because that was a 6 out of 5 for me. Yay. So I am gonna go to sleep pretty soon. We're gonna go to sleep pretty soon, but I wanted to talk about a few books that I've read, my ratings, all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna start off with the 7-Year Slip. I really like this book. I think I gave it like a 4.5. It's a really good, easy to read, easy to follow kind of book. It has like magical, what's the word for it, components to it. I feel like the romance just feels very modern and it feels relatable. I don't know how else to explain it. That's just the vibe that I got when I was reading this book. I know for some people this is a 5-star read. it wasn't really a 5-star read. I think at this time I was looking for something more. Maybe if I reread it in a like different mindset, maybe it'll be a 5-star read for me, but for now it's 4.5, which I feel like is still pretty high. Next is Done and Dusted. I think I rated this like a 3.8 or a 4, and honestly I thought it's my fault for not really looking into this book a lot more. I thought it was gonna be like a small town love with not that much spice, but I was wrong. I was cringing at a lot of the spice scenes. I'm not looking for anything with spicy scenes in it right now. It's just not my vibe. If I take out all the spice scenes, then this book is probably gonna be like a 4.2. I really like the male character in this book. I don't know, I enjoy that dominant kind of male character. Maybe it's because I am an ACOTAR lover, but yeah, I enjoy that book. I mean, I enjoy that kind of character. Next is Powerful. I actually really like this book, and I cried in the end of it, knowing what happened to the character that's talked about in this book. I honestly think that this book is a lot better than the main book. It's supposed to be like a transition book, or a book like a 0.5. It's supposed to be a 0.5 book. If you can't see the size difference. I'm really happy that I got to know more about this character, because I did feel like she wasn't really talked about as much, and the impact that she had in the main character's life. I don't really want to talk about who it is and stuff, because I feel like that would be a spoiler. Next is Reckless. I am so disappointed in this book. Yeah, I feel like this book could have been a transition book, or it could have been shortened, like about 100 pages. The bantering between the two main characters was just way too much for me. It was the same scene, different situation, and I was getting really sick of it towards the end. I honestly was just skimming through a lot of their banters, because it's like I already know what's gonna happen, because it happened in like the next 20 chapters, or the past 20 chapters. Yeah, this book was such a letdown. I rated this a 3. It's just not good. The last book that I want to talk about, I don't have a physical copy of it yet. I want to buy it pretty soon, but it's called Archer's Voice. I read this book in the span of 22 hours. If I didn't read it late at night, I probably would have finished it in one day, like the whole day. I don't even know where to begin. I love this book, and I wish I can reread it again and feel the same feelings that I felt when I was first reading it. I feel like everything is just laid out so well, and everything was described so well. Even the spice scenes, I know I said earlier that I wasn't really looking for a book with a lot of spice scenes. This book does have spice scenes in it, but it just went well with the story, and it was something that I didn't really skip through, because it just worked. Like, everything just worked with the story. I love the ending. I love all the backstories. I love the characters. They're just so good, and I have nothing bad to say about this book. This book put me in a reading slump, because it was just so bad. Archer's Voice was like the best book to read after Done and Dusted. So I started this Reckless and Done and Dusted at the same time, but I wanted to finish Reckless first, and then I finished Done and Dusted after. Done and Dusted was alright. I was still feeling a little about reading books, but yeah, Archer's Voice pulled me out of my reading slump. It was just so good, and I hope everyone who is a romance girly gives it a try, because it's just that good. I hope to do more book vlogs soon. I just don't really know I've tried to film book vlogs, but I just don't really know how to film them, I guess. Like, I don't know what else to do with a book vlog, because majority of the time I just read either on the bed or on the couch, and I feel like that's really boring to watch. But I tried a lot. That's why it's been a whole month since I uploaded, because I've been trying to film a book vlog. I've been trying to film a vlog in general, but I just was not feeling it. But yeah, I feel like this vlog is gonna get uploaded, so hopefully I can get back into it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.